If you run a business on the internet, your advertisement alone cannot do the magic. You need more than that, and that is why in this video, I want to show you how I build a full marketing funnel for my business and everything runs on autopilot. This is very important, especially if you are selling high-ticket offers on the internet, and that is why in this video I will take you through all the process, and at the end of everything you should be able to build a full functional marketing funnel for your business. I'm going to start this with my advertisement on Google. So right now what you are seeing in my screen is one of the active ads I have on Google, and this is a YouTube advertisement. This is obviously the first thing that the prospect will see, and that will help them decide whether they want to visit the landing page or not. So this advert must be very captivating and must be able to point to them what they will gain if they take action right now. So the action they are going to take will be determined by the offers I'm pushing at the moment. For a full marketing funnel like this, I want them to register for a free webinar, and that is what the video is all about. I'm encouraging them to register for the webinar, and I'm highlighting what they will learn in that webinar without paying anything. So right from that, once they click on the advert, it's going to take them directly to the landing page. But for this particular one, this advertisement, I have to do that, and I have to set everything the right way so that the advert can be delivered to the right audience who will eventually take action. This advertisement is all about how I use Google Ads to drive impressive results for my business and my clients on the internet. So I'm going to deliver this advert to people who have interest in Google Ads, and that is one of the things I have to do on Google Ads. I know how to do this because I'm a Google advertising specialist, and I'll be able to set up the advert to be delivered to people who have interest in Google Ads. So for you, you'll need to learn more about your audience so that you can deliver your advert to this audience. I will not go ahead and show you how I do all of this on Google Ads right now because that is actually beyond the scope of this video. But if you want to know more about how you can do that on Google Ads, I have a detailed package for you. You can go ahead and look at that so that you'll be able to do exactly the same thing and set up your advert and deliver it to the right people who will take action right from the advertisement. So that is the first thing for the funnel. This is where people will take action and they will visit the landing page. Now on the landing page, if you click on this advert, for example, it takes you directly to this landing page. So on this landing page, what I am most interested in is for you to register for the webinar. So everything about this landing page is simple and straightforward. Webinar starts in few minutes. So I want you to come here, read the basic information about the webinar, then go ahead and submit your name and email address. And as you can see right now, this webinar is going to start in the next 2 minutes. So if you submit your detail right now and click on register now, you will be able to attend the webinar absolutely for free. Now in marketing, you have to take people through the marketing processes, the awareness stage, the considerations, and the decision stage. So all of this must be done if you want to get the best result from your investment. So for me, in order for me to be able to get the best result, I have to take them through the marketing process. Right? By seeing the advert, I'm building awareness about this particular webinar. So when you like what I have in the advert, especially the features and the benefits of the webinar, and you click on it and visit this particular page, then you signed up for the webinar, I captured your information. That is actually part of the marketing process. I've been able to capture your information. Then I want to deliver value to you so that I can help you to know much about myself and what I offer. So right when you submit the details right here, it gives you access to the webinar, and then from the webinar you are going to learn a lot of things about everything I've promised right in this particular video. So on this particular landing page, I built it on my website. So this is the second thing you will be needing for your full marketing funnel. You need your landing page. So when you set up your advert, you want to direct people from the advertisement straight to your landing page. Now from your landing page, you want to capture these people's information. So when you capture these people's information, where do you want to save those information? This is why you need a marketing platform, and this is where we are going to be talking about email marketing platform. So when you submit your name and email address right here, you are going to be captured into my email marketing list. So I have a platform that I use for that. So right here, I already set up everything. Immediately you submit your name and email address right here, it's going to be captured on my email marketing platform. So once I captured your information on my email marketing platform, I take you through the autoresponders. So basically, the autoresponders are a series of emails I've configured to be sent at some specific time. So if you sign up for the webinar right now, I have already configured the autoresponder to send an email to you 2 hours after the sign up. And I know by that time, the webinar is already over. So I will send that email to you and give you some basic information about the webinar. And then one day after the sign up, I will send another email, and I've configured everything, and all of this will be sent automatically. But that is not all. Immediately you sign up right on this landing page and you have access to the webinar. The next thing that will happen is you will get a notification that you have successfully registered for the webinar, and you'll get an invitation link that will give you access to the webinar. So on the webinar, I'm going to do a lot in that webinar, and that is where I'm going to build some trust in you. I'm going to convince you why I'm the expert in that regard, and I will show you everything you need to know to have more trust in me and be able to make decisions right away. So right now, if you signed up for this particular webinar right here and you get the link will take you to a watch room where you'll be able to watch the webinar. But right now, I'm currently logged into my webinar platform where I have control over the settings. So right here, I've been able to configure the webinar and everything is done perfectly fine. So when you get to the webinar room, you'll be able to watch everything right in the webinar. I'm going to introduce myself to you in the webinar. I will tell you more about the topic for the webinar, and I will show you a lot of things I want you to know about the free training. And at the end of the day, I will give you some offers that you can take action right immediately in the webinar. So you are only going to gain access to that offer when you watch the webinar to the end. So in that webinar, I'm taking you through some processes. I'm building my trust right in the webinar. I'm showing you some proof, and I'm telling you more about myself. And from there, even if you have never heard anything about me before, right in the webinar, you start knowing more about me. You start seeing some of the results I've delivered before, and then you start building more confidence. And from there, you might decide to take action right after the webinar. So right there, when you see the offer, you can go ahead and click on the link in that offer, and immediately you click in the link in the offer, it's going to take you straight to the landing page where you can complete the payment for that offer. So what is the offer all about? The offer is going to be more information about what I've been able to talk about in the webinar. In the webinar, for example, this particular webinar, I talked about how I use Google Ads to drive impressive results. In fact, as a matter of fact, is how I use Google Ads to generate over 1.7 million revenue for my clients. Now, I'm teaching you some of the strategies and tactics in the free webinar, and I'm not charging you anything to do this. So I'm showing you how I do everything to be able to generate this much revenue with the help of Google Ads. So I want you to have access to more advanced training after the free webinar, and then I'm giving you an offer. And in that offer, when you click on the link in that offer, it takes you to the landing page where you can make payment to have access to the full package that I'm giving you access in the webinar. So right, it becomes much easier for you to make payment right in this particular page, because on the webinar, I've been able to introduce myself to you properly. I've been able to show you a lot of evidences about what I've done, and I also teach you some things about the topic absolutely for free. Now the confidence is there, the trust is there, and now you can now comfortably swipe your card and make payment and gain instant access to the offer. So this is a full marketing funnel. I do not just run the advert and take you straight to this landing page for you to start making payment. That way, if I'm doing that, I'm not going to be able to capture you, which means I'm missing one of the critical steps in the marketing funnel. But instead of sending you directly from the advert to this particular page, I send you directly to the webinar registration page where you have access to enter your information and register for the webinar. And immediately you register for the webinar, I captured your information and I keep it in my email marketing database. So from there, even if you did not buy anything directly from the webinar offer, I will continue to send my offers to you through my email marketing series. And I've configured a lot of them right there. One will be sent 2 hours after the webinar or after your registration. Another one will be sent 1 day after, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and I can continue to send this email continuously for as long as possible. And even after sending what I have to say to you right in this webinar, I can still promote another thing to you because I already captured your information. And with the free training you have gained access to in the webinar, you already have more trust in me because I gave you some quality information absolutely for free. Now, with the webinar, you have learned a lot of things from me, and then your information is with me, and I can continue to use that information for marketing purposes, selling more offers to you, promoting a lot of things to you, or even giving you free educations, or even inviting you to another webinar if I have anything for you. So this is how I build a fully functional marketing funnel that runs on automation. The only thing I have to do right after configuring the whole process is to set up the advert, put money in the advertisement account, and let the advert run continuously. So when you click on the advertisement, it takes you straight to the landing page where you have to sign up for the webinar. And immediately you sign up for the webinar, your unique link to attend the webinar will be sent to the email address you submitted right here. So when the link is sent to you, you have access to attend the webinar. Now, when you attend the webinar, you get to learn more about myself, what I do, what the webinar is all about, the strategies and the tactics I want to reveal to you, and pretty much everything I promise to give you on the webinar. So when you gain access to all of those things and you learn everything right there, and you see some proof, some evidences from the webinar, then I reveal some special package offer to you, which you can take right from the webinar. So when you click on the link to that offer, it takes you straight to the landing page where you can make payment on the website. So when you make payment on the website, I make money from that effort. So I'm not doing anything again during all of this process. I've configured everything at once, and then everything will continue to run automatically. As long as I have money in my advertisement account, the advert will continue to run. And when the advert runs and people click on the advert, it takes them directly to the landing page right here. And if the persons that visit the landing page submit the name and email address, the email will be captured in my email marketing database, and those people will automatically enter into my autoresponders, and the series of email I've configured will continue to be sent to them as configured in the autoresponder. And from the webinar right there, I will teach you more about what I promised on the landing page, and then I will also reveal some special package to you that you can take action right from the webinar. So when you take action from there, I make money from you immediately. But if you don't take any action right there, I already captured you, which is one of the most important things in marketing. You want people to be aware of what you have for them, but when they are aware of what you have for them, you don't just want them to be aware and disappear like that. You want to capture them. As much as possible, you want to capture a lot of people. So when you capture them, it doesn't end there. You want them to start considering what you offer. So you want to build the rapport with them, you want to build the trust, the reputation with them. So when you start doing this, they become very confident about you, then they start considering your offer. So from there, they can now make decision to buy from you. So from the webinar, they can make that decision and they can click on the link on the offer, and then they end on the landing page where they can make that payment. So when they make the payment, I make my money. But if they don't make the payment immediately, I already capture their information, and I will continue to use that information for my marketing purpose. So these are the steps I use to build a fully functional marketing funnel, and everything runs automatically. You can do the same thing for your business. And if you want to do the same thing for your business, it might not be exactly this way, but these are the 5 important things you need to have: your advertisement account and your ads in place. The advert is the first point of contact between you and the prospect. This is where the prospect will get to know about the offer. This is where they get to know about what you have for them in exchange for their information. So when they click on the advertisement and they arrive on the landing page, this is the second step. The landing page is where you make provision for them to be able to gain access to what you have. And this is where you want to capture their information. In marketing, you need to capture as many as possible prospects. So when you capture them, the next thing you want to do now is you want to start showing them more information that can help them to know more about you, what you offer, the value you deliver, and then the trust they want to have in you. And that is what the webinar helps you to achieve. And it doesn't end there. The webinar also helps them to make decisions right immediately. So right on the webinar, which is the third step, is where you help them to know more about you, deliver value to them for free, then build reputations, show some trust, guarantees, offers, and so on. And the fourth one, which is your email marketing platform, it's where you capture their information in the back end and you take them through the autoresponder, where you can now start sending a series of marketing emails to them subsequently. So the last one, which is the place where they are going to take action, is on the page where you direct them to when they click on the link in your offer. Remember, in your webinar, you have teach them for free. You have delivered quality of information, strategies, tactics, or whatever you promised them. You have delivered it to them absolutely for free. But you want to give them more and more value, and that is why you give them some special offer to gain access to. And when they click on it, it takes them to the page where they can buy that thing immediately. So that is the 5th page or 5th step in your marketing funnel. So when you get everything together, you can start running your business on the internet automatically. The only thing you will have to be doing is optimizing the process and getting the best result from your marketing effort. So this is how I build a fully functional marketing funnel that runs automatically. You can do the same thing for your business. And if you need help with this, you can actually reach out to me and I can build a fully functional marketing funnel for your business that helps you to run your business on the internet automatically. What you will only have to be doing is run your advert, pay to run your advert, drive traffic to your landing page, capture as much as possible, deliver your information, the value through your webinar, sell your offer, and then use your autoresponders to continue to market to them subsequently. This is how the big boys do it on the internet and make a lot of money as a marketer. I hope you learned something in this video. If you have some question about it, feel free to ask and I will address every single question. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to follow me on social media and YouTube. Once again, bye for now.